Morning, Seth.
Morning.
Had things on my mind. Thought a walk might clear the cobwebs. Wasn't expecting to find anyone about this early.
Truth is, I couldn't wait to get out of the house this morning. Betty's giving me a hard time about mending the dresser. I ain't got round to it yet.
How long's it been broken?
8 months. But when it's propped up on phone books, you'd not notice.
I'd fix it if I were you. Get more peace in the long run.
She'd only start on about something else. Women are never satisfied with what they've got.
Oh, is that why I'm depressed?
No, it's that wedding you went to yesterday.
What do you mean?
I always need a stiff drink after a Miss N. Another good man gone down.
Maybe it's because there aren't that many good men left.
All right if we're doing here now?
Yeah, of course it is, Betty.
Only if you've calls to make, I could start in kitchen, because I know you international financiers work all hours.
No, it's fine. I think this call can wait. Haven't quite worked out what I'm going to say yet.
Hey, it must be nice being part of Jet Set. Multi-million deals one day, society weddings next. I bet his lordships were a swank do.
Very.
I wish I could have been there. Champagne, caviar, designer frocks.
That's not the point, though, is it?
Oh, callers say that when they've plenty of brass. It's a bit different on the outside looking in.
I still say you and Seth are better off, even if you won't admit it.
You know, I never realised you were such a romantic. Oh, don't worry. Right girl will come along for you one day.
And I bet Jack's not eating properly. I know what you men are like when your wives are away.
Give over. Sarah's left him loads of stuff in the freezer.
Yeah, but it's not the same. And I'm sure Rachel could do with a night out. Listen, you tell them from me they're invited for dinner tonight and I won't take no for an answer.
We're gonna move on, Mum. We're gonna be late for work, kid.
Oh, and don't forget to pick up some flour from the post office for me. I'll need it for the batter.
Hey, what we having, Yorkshire pudding?
No, tempura.
And what the X that when it's at home?
Some Japanese dish Kim wants me to practice.
That don't mean you've got to experiment on us lot, does it?
Hey, it's the perfect time, Dad. We're going to be discussing your birthday bash tonight, and it's just the thing for the buffet.
Right, see you later.
Bye.
See you, love.
See you, Dad.
See you, Biff.
Right, we're off to Woodside. Are you coming?
Sorry, we can't. We've got all these bills to settle.
Nah, don't worry. I'll keep an eye on him, make sure he keeps working.
Oh, yeah? Seems to me the only thing you've been keeping your eye on lately is Becky Cairns.
You can rely on me. I'll keep him on straight and narrow.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't trust either of you.
Well, that's all thanks we get for all the work we've been doing.
Take no notice of them. When I finish with you, Uncle Zach will think you're the most beautiful woman in the whole of the Dales.
I thought this was a make-up job, not plastic surgery.
I'm going to do the works. Hair, clothes, makeup. He won't know what's hitting.
Yeah, well, if it doesn't work, that frying pan will.
As I see it, you're well off out of it.
Maybe you're right. I haven't exactly been lucky in love. Once upon a time, I thought Frank and I were made for each other, but we just ended up fighting over this place.
Well, it's all yours now. Lots of folks say you shouldn't need hotels.
If I still had David to share it with.
That would never have worked, lass.
And perhaps that was part of the attraction. Forbidden fruit. We all want what we can't have.
And that's the way it's meant to be.
I was proposed to last night. I promised I'd give him my answer today.
Do you love him?
No.
Well, you certainly don't need him, so that's an end to that.
I wish I could be that sure.
You're tougher than any man I've ever met, so you don't need a man to lean on.
Doesn't stop me getting lonely sometimes.
Making yourself at home?
Yeah. Think I'm going to be really happy here.
Oh, well, you'll want this one putting away then, won't you?
No. Moving a photo's not going to change the past anyway. It's me she wants to be with now.
Oh, I find I can't keep up with the goings and comings here sometimes.
Well, I'm really pleased you're back. It's the happiest I've seen Zoe in ages.
That was Steve. Wants to see me.
Oh, what about?
Well, home farm business, I expect, but I can always make an excuse if you've got other plans.
No, I've got to go to work now anyway. And I'll tell Kim about moving in here.
Do you think she'll mind?
Well, as long as I put the hours in with James, my private life's my own business. Even if some people don't think so.
Sophie, I'm really sorry about what my mum did, you know.
Linda, it wasn't your fault. Anyway, in the end, things turned out just how we wanted.
I think maybe she's starting to regret it.
What makes you think that?
Well, she's been so down since Jerry went. I'm sure she's missing.
We all are. But I doubt whether Emma will admit that she made a mistake.
Well, she'll have to, or we'll never see Jerry again.
Well, maybe it'd help if we took her away somewhere. Give her a chance to think things over. Somewhere where there aren't so many reminders of how it all went wrong.
Don't you two ever talk about anything else?
Well, we're just concerned about you, sweetheart.
We know you've been through a lot, and we don't want to push you into a decision that you might regret for the rest of your life.
Don't worry, you won't. That's why I let them take Jerry. It's my life I want back, not her.
Well, you may feel like that now, but you ought to leave your options open. Things can change, you know.
Not if I have to spend the rest of my life tied to a kid. Then I won't have any options. I know you think I'm cruel, but it's the way I feel. And you're not going to change that no matter what you try.
Maybe we should take a break. Don't want to tire Rachel out. So long in an office job. Must be hard coming back to the land.
Hey, don't worry about me, I'm fine.
What it means, love, it's me and him that's knackered. When you get to our age, you have to pace yourself.
Hey, I'm in my prime.
Look, just shut up. Let's have a cup of tea, yeah? Still got plenty of time to knock this lot off before lunch. Oh, and by the way, Jan's invited you both round for dinner tonight.
Oh, well, that's very nice,
Hey.
Ned, but...
She said you won't take no for an answer.
Good. Rachel could do with a night out.
Well, I can't, can I? I've got to think about Josie.
Nonsense. She's got a built-in babysitter now with Kathy. And she should return the favour of you looking after Alice yesterday.
Right then, that's settled.
Look, you can go home and get changed. I'll pick you up later.
What is this green stuff?
Exfoliating purifying plant mask.
I look like a Martian.
Wait to wash it off. You'll have skin like a newborn baby. Oh, it gets rid of all sebaceous secretions or something.
Didn't know I had any.
You won't when I've finished with you. And revitalises your epidermis too.
I could hardly wait.
Get out! I told you, no blokes until I said so.
I want to make myself a cup of tea.
Well, get yourself a pound at me purse and go down the tea rooms.
The creature from the Green Lagoon.
It removes your excess what's-its.
Ah, money out your pocket by the look on a price tag.
Just clear off, Marlon.
You know, that'd be really good camouflage for crawling through long grass, that would. All right. I know where I'm not wanted.
Are you sure this is going to work, Mandy?
What did you want, Steve? You said it was urgent.
I guess you know Kim and I have been having an affair.
I've heard rumours. Thanks.
You probably don't approve, especially so soon after your father's death.
I wouldn't have expected that to make any difference to her. She had affairs while he was still alive.
Well, maybe that was his fault as much as hers.
I don't know why we're even discussing this. I don't like people interfering in my private life. I have no intention of interfering in yours. If you think you can handle an affair with Kim, I hope you know what you're taking on.
It's a bit more than an affair now. I've asked her to marry me. Look, I know this has come as a bit of a shock to you. I just didn't want it to stop us being friends. That's why I needed to explain to you how I feel.
Oh, I think I can understand. Kim has a way of winning men over.
Maybe you'd feel differently if you weren't Frank's daughter. I mean, all he cared about was the business.
Just like Kim.
No. All Kim wanted was someone to care for her. That's what turned her to Dave, and that's what she'll find with me.
You say you asked Kim to marry you. What was her response?
Well, she's promised to give me an answer today.
Well, I hope for your sake she turns you down.
That was an awful thing to say to a friend.
I'm just trying to stop you making a fool of yourself, Steve. Kim doesn't really care for you. You're just something to pass the time until a bigger fish comes along.
Get out of my house. Hello.
Hi. I'm sorry I haven't called earlier. I just needed time to think about it.
And have you made your mind up yet?
Let's just say I think it would be worth us meeting up and talking about what it'd be like if we got married. They're setting out some ground rules.
That sounds good to me.
I'll call round about 7.
Great. I'll have the champagne ready.
See you later.
Bye-bye. You see? I told you were wrong about Kim. Maybe now you'll realise that all she wants to do is settle down and forget about all the troubles at home farm.
Well, I'm sorry if I misjudged her.
I'd have expected better from you. How did you feel when people tried to split you and Sophie up?
Lousy.
Then you should at least have tried to understand how I feel.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe Kim has changed. I certainly never expected her to say yes.
Well, after tonight, you'll see you were wrong.
You mean she hasn't actually accepted your proposal yet?
Well, it's a big step for her, for both of us. She thinks it would be a good idea if we talked it through first, you know, set down some ground rules.
Like how you're going to vote at board meetings.
You're doing it again. The important thing is we both want it to work. And we're going to make sure that it does.
Well, I wish you luck. You're certainly going to need it.
I'm whacked.
Are you? Well, don't forget to wash your hands before lunch.
I don't know why I have to come home anyway. I could easily grab a sandwich at the shop.
Because I like you to have a hot meal inside you, especially when you're working all day.
I'm not a kid anymore, Mum.
Well, you're certainly behaving like one.
Dad and I are worried about the atmosphere in this house.
We think it might be a good idea for us all to get away and spend some family time together. Sort things out.
I've got my life sorted, thank you. I've got a job and I'm earning some money. The last thing I want to do is go on a holiday.
Well, we're all going to Provence. You can't stay here on your own.
Well, why not? I'm 16 now. I can look after myself for a couple of weeks.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Look, it's not even about me, is it? It's about Emma and the baby. And if you do manage to get things sorted, then I'll be grateful. Because I don't seem to hear about anything else these days.
Well, I reckon we should book the village hall. Make it a big do.
Aye, give him some music, likes the works.
No, he's 50 though, isn't he? I reckon old-time dancing's probably more suitable for him.
Oh, 'cause like that's going to be fun for the rest of us.
Hey, it's not about us. It's his day. Let him have fun.
Oi, moustache! What do you want?
Come to see Mandy.
Well, you can't, so you can nap off.
When will she be back?
I didn't say she was out, just that she ain't seeing you.
You're not still mad about that burger business, are you? It's over. Let's forget it and all be mates, eh?
I'm choosy about my mates.
Yeah? Well, maybe Mandy feels different. Let's go ask her, shall we?
You've been making a big mistake. All men are barred from in there. Even I'm not allowed in, and I'm her own flesh and blood.
What's going on?
Dingle business. Can't divulge it to the likes of you so you can sling your hook.
I'll come back later then.
Why don't you just stay away from her, man? You're just what she don't need.
We'll let her bit judge of that.
Well, I'm really sorry if it caused problems while I was away.
Well, the temporary nanny did her best, but I think James really missed you.
Oh.
We're glad to see you back.
Thanks, Kim.
I guess things are all right between you and Zoe now?
Yeah, never better. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I don't want to be live-in anymore.
Because you're moving in with Zoe?
You don't mind?
Well, of course not. I was expecting it.
Well, I promise it won't interfere with my work at all.
I'm sure it won't. But I have to tell you, the domestic arrangements might be changing here too. Steve's asked me to marry him.
Oh, well, congratulations.
That might be a bit premature. I haven't agreed yet.
But you're thinking about it?
Well, James needs a father. Steve and I get on well, and, well, he understands the business.
Doesn't sound like much of a reason for getting married.
You're very young, Sophie. You'll find there's more to life than just flowers and romance. Sometimes it's wise to settle for the best you can get.
Hey, I'm knackered. It's supper ready.
You'll be lucky. It's the first cup of tea I've been able to get all day.
No, that's not on. I've been working my fingers to the bone. All you've had to do is sit on your backside.
Well, you'd be surprised what's been going on here.
Maybe you ought to be getting to work, Marlon. Now.
Ah.
he on about? What's been going on?
You'll see.
Ah, well, whatever it is, it'll be more than he did at Woodside. He's been sulking all day because Becky Cairns never showed.
That's a lie.
Yeah, well, you can forget about her, because there's much more lovelier things closer to home.
The only lovely thing I want to see is a plate of grub washed down with a pint of ale.
What the heck? Is that you, Lisa? I thought you were a film star. Oh, you look smashing.
Thank you, Albert. It's nice to know there are still some gentlemen about.
Haven't you got anything nice to say, Uncle Zack?
Well, I suppose you're going out then, since you're all done up like a dog's dinner.
Maybe you could take her somewhere nice.
Not when boxing's on telly. Anyway, if you're working and she's going out, who's going to cook my supper?
Make it yourself, you pig!
Yeah, what can I get you, Steve?
A bottle of your finest champagne to take out, please, Alan.
Oh, I thought a bloke like you would have crates of the stuff at home.
Yeah, just looking for something a bit special.
Well, I do have a particularly fine vintage, but I couldn't let it go for under 60.
Fine.
I'll get it. Oh, last of the big spenders, yeah? What's a special occasion?
My little secret, Terry, but you'll all find out soon enough. Lovely. Cheers, fellas.
Must be quite a woman to be worth spending that kind of brass on. Still, I prefer a lass like Joe. Chips in a newspaper, sat back at bike with a couple of bottles of brown. Much more her style. I do wish you'd talk about the fairer sex with a bit more respect, Tony.
You know, I'm really looking forward to home-cooked food instead of that freezer stuff.
Oh, well, keep your fingers crossed, because I am. She's making a Japanese meal.
Now, we don't have to all sit around on the floor using chopsticks, do we?
No. Mind you, might have to go up to the fish and chip shop in case she makes a mess of it.
If I were Jan, I'd chuck it at the pair of you. You're lucky she's so keen in the kitchen.
Yeah, but she expects me to be keen at the table. Anyway, Jack, can I go now?
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Okie doke, yeah.
Bye.
Hey, we're only kidding, you know. I'm sure it'll be great.
Let's get one thing straight, Jack. I don't like being pushed into things. The only reason that I'm doing this is because I don't want to offend Ned and Jan. It's got nothing to do with you. Hi.
Hi. Champagne's on ice. Ready when you are.
Thank you, but we have got a few things to sort out first.
Look, if it's about the business, it really is.
It is. I know it may not seem very romantic, but in my position, I have to be careful.
Of course. You're worried that if things go wrong, I might go for alimony.
Well, I'm glad we both understand the implications.
Just get your solicitor to draw up an agreement and I'll sign it. I'm not after your money, Kim. I love you.
Well, I must admit I wasn't expecting that part to be so easy.
I don't want anything to stand in our way.
Good, because I'm going to be honest with you, Steve. I'm very fond of you and we have good times together, but I don't love you.
I guess I was expecting that too.
And you still want me to marry you?
Look, I know what you've been through with Frank and Dave. I know how hurt you've been. I want to help you forget about all that. And if I succeed, then maybe you'll realize that you can love me too.
And if I don't?
Well, that's a risk I'm prepared to take. Can I open that champagne now?
Yes.
That was a great meal, Jan.
Yeah, if that's how they eat at home farm, I reckon Kim should double your wages.
Oh, fat chance of a tate doing that.
I don't think she really notices what I cook for her. She's more interested in who she's eating things with, especially breakfast, if you know what I mean.
I wonder who Kim's got a claws into this time, then.
Well, I'm not supposed to divulge old farm secrets, but I will just say that Steve must get up very early in the morning to be there when I arrive. What? Oh, Rachel, I'm sorry. I forgot you used to go out with you.
Oh, don't worry about it, Jan. As far as I'm concerned, Steve's history. Don't care what he does now.
So who's next, lucky fella, then?
Well, there's only one man in my life, and that's Joseph.
Oh.
I should be getting back to him soon.
I'll give you a lift home.
There's no need.
No, I insist.
I thought we were going for a pint.
Oh, some other time, eh, Ned? I quite fancy an early night myself.
Well, I'm still going, you a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. How about you?
We were made for each other, Kim. We both started out with nothing, but we knew where we were going.
You sound like Frank.
Well, there's a lot admired in him. He just lost sight of what was really important.
But you've got it all worked out.
Yeah, took a while. I used to despise my clients, especially those born with a silver spoon. I had to fight for everything. They had it all handed to them on a plate.
So you had to prove you were smarter.
Yeah, but it wasn't difficult. All chinless wonders and brainless debs like those at the wedding yesterday.
You're talking about my friends.
Friends? I thought the stud farm was just a business deal. That's why you were keeping Alex sweet.
Well, perhaps we found each other attractive.
You're lucky you married somebody else. He's a loser, Kim, and having a title won't change that. If you want to make anything out of the stud farm, you've got to buy him out as soon as you can.
We agreed you wouldn't interfere in my business. You seem to be forgetting the ground rules before we've even started.
I was just offering advice.
Well, I don't need it. I won't have anyone trying to choose my friends.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise it meant that much to you.
There's an awful lot you don't know about me, Steve.
Sorry I can't invite you in, Jack, but I'd feel awkward with Kathy being there, the way things are.
Why don't you come back to my place?
I can't.
I'm sure Joseph will be all right with Kathy and Alice.
Jack, what are you trying to say?
I want to spend some time with you. I thought you might still feel the same.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it when Kim told me.
It's true. That's why I wanted to see me this morning. Evening. I tried to talk him out of it, but he wouldn't listen.
Kim.
Maybe we should think about this a lot more carefully before we rush into anything.
You didn't really think there was a chance of anything happening between you and Alex, did you? You're too old for him, Kim. And as far as his family's concerned, the wrong class. I'm offering you something real, something that can make us both happy. Kim, we've got to talk about this. If you just listen, I'm sure everything will be all right. Kim, you can't go like this. Let's just talk about it, will you? Kim! Kim!